When you think of the Boomer Sooners of Oklahoma, you think of number 24, Joe Washington, who runs from the left halfback spot out of that wishbone formation. Joe Washington runs with the football many ways, including punt returns. They say about Joe, he runs as fast forward, sideways, backwards, or while in the air. Oklahoma defense, think of the Selmon brothers. Number 91, the nose guard, Dewey Selmon. And the Outland Trophy winner, number 93, the left tackle, Lee Roy Selmon. The 1976 Orange Bowl. The Wolverines from the University of Michigan against the Sooners of the University of Oklahoma. Number 1 ranked Ohio State, defeated by UCLA in the Rose Bowl just concluded 23-10. And the national championship is up for grabs here tonight. Annual Orange Bowl with the University of Michigan making its first appearance in any bowl other than the Rose Bowl. And Oklahoma has been here before. They haven't been anywhere seen on television in the last couple of years because of probation. Second down and 7. Leach, look out. Cornerback coming in, and Leach turns it upfield. Brown was coming in and pursued him upfield, but Leach has got the first down. Sidney Brown was coming all the way, trailed him out of the backfield, and made the stop across the 45. Michigan had this ball on its own 5 first down. Now it's first down at their 45. Rick Leach, nobody to throw it to, and he's got another first down, I believe. On the quick count, Leach back under tremendous pressure, gets away, gets a block. Across the 40 and down near the first down. It all depends on where they mark it.
He's got it,
the first down at the 31.
He made a great play. He got out of the real big problem that was hanging him up early in the pocket. When he did, all his blockers just came right around, picked him up, got a little help. Boy, he's not thinking about throwing it now. You can see he goes back to throw, comes in, and Dewey Selmon's got a little piece up and actually spun him right around, and pursuit was dead once they did that. He got out, made a fine play, and Lee Roy finally caught him from the back.
And it's made the stop. And here's what happened in the first quarter statistically.
I think those 2 zeros down at the bottom are pretty indicative of what you can expect for the rest of the game.
Second down, Davis is back to throw and looking for Tinker Owens. He's got it midfield, out of bounds.
Didn't take me long to be wrong there. Dropped back and whipped one to Tinker. Tinker's caught 9 balls all year long. That was a big moment for him. Let's take a look, and if we get a chance, we'll see Tinker come out of his pattern. Davis drops back on a simple little 5-step drop, puts the ball right on the money just as he comes out of his move. Here's a guy that will be drafted, even though he hasn't caught many balls, because he's got all the equipment.
Tinker Owens' given first name is Charles. John Brody was correct. Some NFL team did draft Tinker. The Saints did in the 4th round in 1976. He played 4 seasons for them. He was a 2-time All-American. In those 2 seasons, he caught a total of 27 passes for 654 yards and a whopping 24.2 yards per catch average and 6 touchdowns. While the number of catches seems amazingly low by today's standards, college football was a completely different game in the early to mid-1970s. On the following play, you'll see a play that rarely happens.
Might look for a little Joe Washington quick kick.
Yep, that's what you're going to get. Ready for it with number 17, Hicks.
We mentioned he might do this. However, this is not something that's so unexpected. Joe has done it over the year. In fact, he has over a 50-yard average under these conditions. The guy can do just about everything, and there's not much any team can do when they're on the 1-foot line.
8:45 to go in the half. Nobody's come close to scoring yet. First man through is Lytle, and Lytle gets down to the 35-yard line. And Lee Roy Selmon and Dewey Selmon are right there.
Boy, it makes it tough going at this group. We'll take a look at Dewey and Lee Roy Selmon. Lee Roy gets rid of the blocker, makes the contact at the line of scrimmage, and they're not going to pick up too many yards that way.
The Selmon brothers were only 11 months apart in age and were in the same grades through high school. Their 1972 Eufaula, Oklahoma graduation class only had 17 students, and it was the smallest school in Class 2A in Oklahoma. They took each other to their high school graduation dance because there wasn't enough available women to ask.
Comes out. Keith Johnson and Jim Smith both wide to the left. Leach passing all the way, looking for Jim Smith. Can't get to it. All the way he's to pass and puts it out there for Owens. Oh, my, what a catch. Tinker Owens makes one of those All-American catches.
Makes a superb catch, and it was a well-thrown ball by Davis. They knew they were going to throw. However, they did leave the middle of the field pretty well open. Owens just kind of plays off the defensive back, comes up with the ball. Let's take a look at it. He runs right at him, gets on him as fast as he can. Now he gets off him. That's just fine. He's got it all the way.
Dwight Hicks was right with him, but there's not much you can do with that play, and it's first down Oklahoma at the Michigan 39. Billy Brooks has come in to replace Owens. And here's Brooks in the backfield, getting away, gets a great block across the 30. Brooks 39-yard run. Oklahoma draws first blood. Second down 5. Elzinger's going to put it up again. Oh, he's wide open, Smith. And he overthrew him as he walked right into the coverage of number 17, Anderson. And Michigan, with 6 seconds to go, would like to get something on the board. They've come close tonight, but Oklahoma's the only team that has scored. And there's no doubt about that. And Billy Brooks rambled those 39 yards. A 43 yards out, and it is not going to be enough. The top 10 will change appreciably after they're all over. Now again, here are the statistics that John was talking about.
I think we can see very basically that rushing the ball, both teams have been effective but not overwhelming. Throwing the ball is what's made the difference, and I don't think many people expected it, particularly from Oklahoma.
3rd and 3. A quick pitch to Gordy Bell, trying to get around the corner. He throws. It's intercepted in the end zone by Sidney Brown, who's thrown out of bounds.
And Sidney Brown decided to try and run it out of there. Got stopped on the 1-yard line, I believe.
That's where they'll mark it. He was in the end zone. Could have come out to the 20, but they'll mark it at the 1.
Take a look from ground level. This is what it looks like to a man that's trying to throw a forward pass, especially at 5'8" or 9. For B&B.
Starting through Joe Washington across the 40 to the 42. Jim Pickens again in on the stop.
Take another look right over the top of Mike Vaughn again. He gets in. Just give that man a crack, and he's going to make something of it. That's just a nice open field, broken 8-yard run.
Davis is 3 of 5 for 63 yards. Michigan has yet to complete a pass. First here's Colbert. Look out, Dufek chasing him. Has him inside the 10. First down, Oklahoma.
Just a nice little 3rd and 20 right through the middle job. It takes ability to make those things work, and Colbert really did the job. Let's take a look from the end zone. You can see, looks like a trap in which Colbert might have been caught right at the line of scrimmage. When he did break it, since Michigan had about 9 men up in front, it was pretty clear sailing. He made it just by a yard.
Second down and 10 to go for Oklahoma. Steve Davis carrying the football, and Davis, he scores! Steve Davis makes it 13-0, Oklahoma on a 10-yard run.
Seems like most of Michigan's success has been on misdirection plays. That's another one. That's the 3rd out of 4 that he's carried that have been pretty good for him. However, if you do look at the total yards difference, it's pretty awesome now with Oklahoma maintaining the ball as long as they have.
Michigan 0 for 11. Second down and 14 to go, and Leach is going to try to complete one here. Throwing it down and way out of bounds across the way, intended for Keith Johnson, number 27. Joe Washington in the end zone, trying to get out of the end zone, and...
he got out.
At the 1. First and goal to go from the 2. And 7:09 left in the game. Gordy Bell for the 2. Leach follows the interference, and Leach is stopped short. And it's 14-6.
Let's take a look at Joe Washington in another dimension. The guy's a great running back, but he's also an excellent blocker, and they feel like he's contributed as much blocking as he has running for him all year long. He thinks he's contributed as much this year as he has in the previous 2.
There he goes, Joe Washington cutting inside. Still on his feet. What a move, and finally dragged down by Devich. First down inside the 45.
I don't know if he has any eyes in his ear holes, but it certainly appears so, because there's no way he can make the moves he does to the right and the left as laterally as he does without just a little bit of edge on the rest of us. He's seeing things some of us don't get a chance to see, I believe.
Second down at about 13. 2:18 left. Michigan hoping for the big turnover. Oklahoma just wanting to move the football and run down the clock. Oh, look at Joe Washington. He went into the line, and all of a sudden, like he backed out of there. That's what they said. He can run backwards just as fast as he can run forwards or sideways.
I know it sure makes you look like a good coach, though, if you have one like this around. Here he goes into the line, makes an excellent sidestep on Devich, gets outside of Perlinger, and with one step, he does the whole routine, picks up about 7 or 8 yards, and they're back in position to make another first down.
Paul Ramirez, Leon Nastasi, John Alexander, competing for the total prize money of $320,000. That, of course, is the WCT Challenge Cup premiering on NBC Sunday, February the 15th. That's the time you know that Rick Leach is in there. They've got 93 yards to go, and then they must get the 2 to tie. Leach turns it upfield across the 10, and Leach is out across the 15-yard line. Third down, 5 seconds to go. Leach back to throw. Leach puts it up, and it is intercepted down the field by Scott Hill. Time has run out as Hill goes down. Oklahoma has won 14-6.
If you enjoyed this video, please click on the subscribe button and click the bell notification button so you never miss one of my brand new videos.